Okay, students, we will start with lesson number 2, systematics of living organism. Now see here, before starting with this chapter, I want to tell you something about one scientist. Name of that scientist was Carl Linnaeus. This scientist, no, actually this scientist has divided all the living organisms into two kingdoms. Okay, this scientist had divided all the living organisms into two kingdoms only, and according to him, one kingdom is plantae and another one is animalia. Okay, and on the basis of what he had divided it into two kingdoms, on the basis of nutrition. Nutrition means what type of food they are preparing. They are autotroph or they are heterotroph, how they are getting food means, or and on the basis of migration, either they are moving, locomoting or not, either they are sedentary or fixed or moving, means on the basis of this basic character, this scientist Carl Linnaeus, this scientist had classified all the living organisms into two kingdoms. Okay, now, but what happened, this classification was found inadequate in case of few organisms. Means what, in case of few organisms like bacteria, fungi, euglena, these organisms, no, they show the characteristics of both the kingdoms. Sometimes, for example, this bacteria, few characters it has about of plants and few of animals. Okay, so this is little bit inadequate, or it is confusing also. Okay, so hence to avoid this confusion, one scientist was there. Name of that scientist was R.H. Whitaker. In the year 1969, this scientist R.H. Whitaker, in the year 1969, he proposed five kingdom system. Now instead of two kingdom system, he had proposed five kingdom system on the basis of their phylogenetic evolutionary relationship. Okay, evolutionary or phylogenetic relationship means the relationship between ancestors and present organism. On the basis of this, he identified or he classified all the living organisms into five kingdom. What are these five kingdoms? See, first kingdom is Monera. First kingdom is Monera. Second kingdom is Protista. Okay, you have to learn these kingdoms. Third kingdom is fungi. Fourth kingdom is plantae. And last kingdom is animalia. So you have to learn this. Okay, M P F P A. M P F P A. Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Plantae, and Kingdom Animalia. Okay, so in this slide, what I have taught you, one scientist was there, Carl Linnaeus. He classified all the organisms into two kingdoms only on the basis of their nutrition and on the basis of their migration or sedentary characters. But this information or these two kingdoms are found inadequate because there were many organisms which have the characteristics of both the kingdoms, or few are lacking, means they are not having full characters of plant kingdom or of animal kingdom. So in order to avoid this confusion, one scientist was there. Name of that scientist was R.H. Whitaker. In the year 1969, he proposed five kingdom system. Okay, and it is fully based on the phylogenetic relationship. Phylogenetic relationship means the relationship between the ancestors and the present organism. Okay, so on the basis of that phylogenetic relationship, he classified organisms into five kingdoms: MPFPA. MPFPA: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. So let's start with kingdom Monera. Okay, these kingdoms can be asked for 2 marks. Okay, now this first kingdom is Kingdom Monera. Now see what characters are given here. The organisms which belongs to Kingdom Monera are unicellular. Unicellular, uni means what? Single. Means they are made up of, or they are single celled. They are prokaryotic. What is the meaning of prokaryotic? Pro means incomplete, undeveloped, and karyon means nucleus. So what it means, prokaryotic means the nucleus is not well developed. The organisms belonging to kingdom Monera are omnipresent. Omnipresent means everywhere, everywhere in the environment they are present. These organisms are autotrophic organisms. Autotrophs. Auto means self. Means they can prepare their own food. In two ways they can prepare their own food. They are photoautotrophs and few are, here it should be chemoautotroph. Okay. It is chemoautotroph. Photoautotroph and it should be chemoautotroph. Now what do you mean by photoautotroph? See, photo means what? This is chemo. Wait, this is chemoautotrophs. Now see, they are omnipresent means they are present everywhere. They are autotrophs means they can prepare their own food. Few are photoautotrophs means in presence of light. Photo means light. In presence of light they can prepare their own food. Chemoautotrophs means whatever the chemical reactions are taking place and energy is liberating, they utilizes that energy for the preparation of food. That is called as chemoautotrophs. And few are heterotrophs. Heterotrophs means they are dependent on others for their food. So what type of organisms are there in kingdom Monera? They are unicellular means they are single celled. They are prokaryotic means their nucleus is not well developed. They are omnipresent means these organisms are present in all type of environment. They are autotrophs or heterotrophs means sometimes they can prepare their, few organisms can prepare their own food. Few organisms are dependent on others for their food. Now suppose this is cell. Suppose this is a cell. Here DNA. DNA is called as nucleotide. DNA is called as nucleotide means what? Wait. DNA is called as nucleotide means DNA is very simple. It is single stranded. Okay, and it is circular. In our case the DNA is double stranded like this. Okay, but here the DNA is single stranded. See what happens in our case. In our cells the DNA is double stranded, but in case of organisms which are belonging to Monera, the DNA is little bit different. DNA is very simple, it is circular, it is single stranded, while in our case it is double stranded, but here it is single stranded, and it contains only one chromosome, while in our case there are 46 chromosomes. Okay, 23 pairs are present, but here the DNA is so simple, that's why the DNA is called as nucleoid. It is not called as DNA over here. Actually it is DNA, but it is not fully developed, you can say. That's why the DNA is called as nucleoid. Next one is plasmid. Now see what is plasmid. Other than this DNA, extra genetic material is again present here. Circular material is also present here. Extra chromosomal material means it is present other. It is actually, it is just like DNA only, but it is present other than, outside of the DNA, or you can say outside of the chromosome. That's why this is called as plasmid. Okay, now cell wall. See, cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. What is the meaning of peptidoglycan? Peptidoglycan, peptido means protein and glycan is nothing but sugar. So here the cell wall of this organism which is belonging to kingdom Monera is made up of peptidoglycan, that is it is made up of protein and sugar. Now membrane bound organelles. Membrane bound organelles means, for example, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast, okay, mitochondria. These type of organelles are absent over here. Okay, ribosome is present, but the ribosome which is present is very small, very small. 70s ribosome is only present. Now what about reproduction? How they are doing reproduction? The reproduction is asexual and of sexual type. Asexual means it is of binary fission. Binary fission means, suppose this is a cell, this cell undergoes stretching and divides from the center and results into the formation of two daughter organisms. This is called as binary fission. Or it is sexual reproduction is through budding, means just like in hydra, suppose this is the organism and there is formation of the bud. Okay, bud forms over here, bud grows in size and it detach and grow into new organism, that is nothing but budding. Or many times the reproduction takes place by sexual method also. Sexual means here by conjugation. By conjugation means transfer of DNA with the help of plasmid. Two organisms are coming close to each other and they are just transferring their DNA or their genetic material. That is called as conjugation. So not proper sexual reproduction is taking place, but here only with the help of conjugation the sexual reproduction is taking place. So here we have studied characteristics of kingdom organisms belonging to kingdom Monera. They are unicellular, made up of single cell. They are prokaryotic, means their nucleus is not well developed. They are omnipresent, means they are present everywhere. They are autotrophs, means they can prepare their own food. They are heterotrophs, means they are dependent on other organisms for their food. Their DNA is called as nucleoid because the DNA is very simple. It is single stranded, circular, and it contains only single chromosome. Other than DNA or nucleotide, there is presence of one more organelle, that is called as plasmid, which is present other than or outside of the chromosome. Okay, here the cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. Peptido means it is made up of protein and glycan means it is made up of sugar. Here the membrane bound organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum and chloroplast are generally absent. Ribosome is present here, but the ribosome is of very small size, and reproduction here takes place in two modes: asexual mode of reproduction and sexual. Asexual binary fission means like this binary fission method or budding technique or budding method, and sexual reproduction is taking place by conjugation, means only the DNA is getting transferred. See, this is the organism which is belonging to kingdom Monera. See, ribosomes are present over here, but they are very small size. The nucleus, just see here, this nucleoid DNA is not well developed. This is prokaryotic, means nucleus is absent over here. Okay, it contains cell wall which is made up of peptidoglycan. Okay, then two more characteristics. Morphologically, they are categorized into four groups. The organisms which are belonging to kingdom Monera are of four types. They are divided into four types on the basis of their morphology or on the basis of their structure. Few are coccus type. Coccus means when they are spherical, agar wo goal hai, if they are circular, okay, then those organisms are called as coccus. When they are rod shape like this or capsule shape, they are called as bacillus. When they are vibrio means when they are kidney shape, or you can say they are just comma shape, okay, then those are called as vibrio. Okay, and if they are spiral shape, means just spring like, okay, then it is called as spiralum. Means on the basis of their structure or on the basis of their shape, they are divided into four types. Coccus means spherical, bacillus means rod shape, vibrio means comma shape or you can say kidney shape, spiralum means when they are just like spring. Now, on the basis of evolution of organisms, these organisms are classified into three types again, or three groups. Means the organisms which are present in the kingdom Monera are again classified into three groups. One is called as archibacteria, another one is called as eubacteria, and last one is called as mycoplasma.